Two analytics giants, trusted by millions, but which one really delivers? Mixpanel or Looker Studio? On the left, Mixpanel, advanced product and user analytics, and on the right, Looker Studio, the powerful business intelligence and visualization platform. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. On screen, we get this mind map, right? So 8 categories we're diving into: core use case, features, data visualization, user segmentation, real-time capabilities, pricing, integration, and ease of use. Think of these like your roadmap to actually figuring out which tool's going to work for you. Okay, first up, core use case. So Mixpanel honestly is like your event tracking wizard. It dives deep into user actions, product metrics, anything about how people are interacting with your app or platform. It's super specialized for tracking that lifecycle. But it's not really your go-to for those flashy business intelligence dashboards. Now, Looker Studio, it nails data visualization and dashboarding. If you want massive reports and you love querying or modeling data from, like, everywhere, yeah, Looker's got you. Just keep in mind, it's not going to give you those nitty-gritty user journey analytics. So I gotta say this one's a tie. Both do their thing, and neither quite replaces the other. Features. Okay. Mixpanel shines here. Think event-based analytics, way beyond those old-school page views. You get real-time segmentation, fancy cohort and funnel analysis, plus user retention tracking. So for product teams, that's kinda irresistible. But if you want those insanely custom reports you see in classic BI tools, Mixpanel's not as deep there. And some folks say integrations could be punchier. Now, Looker Studio brings LookML, customizable dashboards, and strong Google ties. If you're living inside the Google ecosystem, you'll feel at home. A couple trade-offs, though. Tracking individual user actions is trickier, and sometimes real-time feels more like real soon, not real now. Mixpanel totally takes this round. Moving over to data visualization. Mixpanel does well for product metrics. You open it up, and you've got clear analytics ready for action. But, if you crave making custom dashboards for your boss, or like everyone on Slack, it's a bit rigid. Now, Looker Studio, this is where it does its little victory dance. The drag and drop dashboard creator is super interactive, and honestly, the flexibility is wild. The only catch is, yeah, if you're brand new, there's kind of a learning curve before you master those visualizations. Still, winner, Looker Studio. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Mixpanel tracks like over 6 trillion data points every year? That's nuts. Meanwhile, Looker Studio? There are over 7 million folks around the world crunching numbers with it right now. Data nerds unite. All right, user segmentation. Mixpanel is actually pretty slick here. It lets you slice and dice behavioral cohorts, even looking back at user histories like a time machine. Retroactive analysis is a neat trick. If you want to see how power users behave versus newcomers, it just works. Looker Studio lets you set up segments with rich attributes too, but it's not tuned for those real ninja-level behavioral comparisons. So, hands down, Mixpanel wins this category. Real-time capabilities. This is one Mixpanel fans love to brag about. Seriously, live event tracking with instant updates. When you're trying to see user churn or spot that sudden spike in traffic, it's a dream. Looker Studio can kinda keep up with near real-time data, but if your numbers start jumping off the charts, or you've got a big data set, sometimes you'll notice a lag, and it's not the fun kind. Mixpanel takes it here easily. On the pricing. Okay, honesty time. Mixpanel is scalable, especially if you're growing fast. But for small teams or projects, it gets kind of pricey when your data volumes go up. Just feels less cost-effective, you know? Looker Studio steps in with super flexible pricing. You can go user-based or usage-based. Plus, they offer some free tools if you're just getting started. Of course, if you want enterprise features, yeah, the costs climb. But it's still friendlier for beginners. So, Looker Studio takes this round. Integration. If you're building apps, Mixpanel does a nice job with SDKs for easy in-app event tracking. But when it comes to plugging into all your business apps, it's a bit limited, honestly. Looker Studio absolutely crushes here. It hooks up to all your Google stuff, external sources, and even gives you a unified view across tons of data pipelines. The one caveat, the initial setup can be kinda slow and picky for really complex sources. But Looker Studio wins this category too. Ease of use. I mean, Mixpanel's dashboard is actually pretty welcoming for product and marketing folks, not just the spreadsheet nerds. You get guided analysis and onboarding that's way faster than most. But for really complex setups, you might be scratching your head a bit. Looker Studio gives you an intuitive report builder, which is cool, and custom workflows, but when you dive into advanced features, whew, that learning curve gets steep. New users sometimes say navigation is a bit clunky at first, so Mixpanel pulls ahead here. All right, let's quickly flash up that radar chart. You'll see these two tools kinda trade wins depending on what matters most to you. Mixpanel leads where product analytics are critical. Looker Studio flexes hard for visualization and integration. So if you're at a startup, SaaS, building an app, and you crave real product and retention analytics, Mixpanel's definitely your pick. But if what keeps you up at night is having flexible business reporting, blending all your company's data sources, or you just love the Google integrations, Looker Studio is honestly the better move. Basically, think about what your team's trying to solve, and that'll tell you which one to grab. All right, what do you think? Which tool fits your strategy for 2025? Let us know, and stick around for more deep dive comparisons.